Hit his area with 51. Everything in the Vada flies.
These niggas, SP, go get your man.
And I feel like Vada fly gonna recap this.
So, oh, y'all want to know what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. You already know what it is, man. Salute to the subscribers, that notification gang, etc., etc. Don't get none of that too far ahead of you. You know where I be. Follow me on IG, Vada_fly. Tell your mama I said hi. Salute to my guy, Showtime SP. Gang, gang. Sue Surf and Verb. Sue Surf and Verb, two of some of the most entertaining figures in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be Sue Surf's polarizing figure as far as his social media presence, his music, and everything. With Sue, it's like this, right? Sue Surf is like the New York Knicks, and I'm not gonna say for like any bad reason. When the New York Knicks are doing good, it's good for basketball. Like sales are well, fans watch, they have the best crowd, and whether they win or lose, they have a high level of fan participation. Sue Surf is the same way, whether he wins or loses. When he was not doing good, jerseying through battles, 2-round Sue and things like that, his fans would ride with him to the very end. And these are conversations that we've had, like personally. Like I'm meeting him on the phone, I'm having a conversation. Like I asked him, what do you do this for? Do you do this for your legacy? Do you do this for your name? Do you do this for your children? Or do you just do it for money? If it's just the money, you're gonna get paid regardless, but you might as well look as good as you can in these battles. You know what I'm saying? These are just things that we spoke about. And he literally was like, I could turn it on and turn it off when I want to. Like if I want to be good, or if I want, and I was like, and this is before he went on the Calico and the John run. And now he's battling again versus New Jersey Twerk, and he wants 30, he wants to show you guys that he can literally do it again. He's gonna need his best material versus New Jersey Twerk, and that's another story. He battled Verb before. Verb is now back on Twitter. He's now continuing that he does these videos where he does voiceovers and he talks over skits and things like that. And it's very funny, you know what I'm saying? But he's also tweeting again too, and Verb is important to battle rap. His presence is important, whether you like him or not, or whatever the case may be, whether you feel up or down. We've had it. I've said things as far as like his career, where he was moving and things like that, you know, and we haven't seen eye to eye in certain aspects. But I will say this overall, Verb, legendary figurehead, you know what I'm saying? Like he's legendary when it comes to St. Louis, the St. Louis movement, putting the whole region on the map, you know, even his guardian angel, I get flame, get up, get angel, even his guardian angel was like, come on, man. Him versus Cortez, I double back like a camel. What's happening, man? You know, like, you can never take this away from him. So now him and Sue Surf are going back and forth. If you don't know, there are some newer fans. Sue Surf and Verb battled before on Guerrilla Warfare. Guerrilla Warfare was a league out of Chicago, ran by Miss Gracie, Big Cannon, and others. It's not really around anymore, not really relevant anymore, but there are a lot of leagues that were relevant 5, 6, 10 years ago that aren't here anymore. What happens to a lot of these leagues? A lot of these leagues don't have corporate backing, so it's a lot of like, whether it be street money, or people putting up their own bread to book battlers, or people like, you know, taking loans here, loans there to book these battlers. If their investment doesn't return, a lot of these companies go under. When you have big companies that have big sponsors like Twitch, and now you got Caffeine, and URL had Harry before, investing all this money, these companies stay afloat. And when you're doing it independently, it's very hard. And now the prices of the battle rappers are inflating. You know, they're getting paid more and more and more. I was talking to, doesn't even matter who, and he said if I battle at, let's just say, 5,000, if I get paid 5,000 for a battle, and I do good or whatever the case may be, my price goes up and up and up and up and up and up. It doesn't go back down, you know what I'm saying? Like if I get destroyed or body bag, it'll go down a little bit, but for the most part, you can't get me, once I leave the 2,500 range and get to the 3,000 range, the 5,000 range, 10,000, you can't get me to go back down on my price. And when you have that many battlers battling for such high bags, a lot of these smaller leagues, they're not going to be able to stick around. These leagues can't afford to pay Surf 100,000, 50,000, Verb 30, 40. They can't afford it. Cal 25, 50. They cannot afford it. Now there's certain leagues like RBE. RBE should be really considered a bigger league now because they're doing bigger events. They're booking Hitman, they're booking Cassidy, they're booking the Calicos of the world. This is not no small league. This ain't no local joker shit right here. Booking them is high. So, Verb battled Sue Surf on Guerrilla Warfare. Crown 2 event was the name. That was back in like 2015. I was actually going to go to that event. I was on my way to the airport. The flight had got canceled. It was so much snow. I remember the day, man. It was bad weather. It was like JC versus Newborn was on that joint. Verb versus Sue Surf. That was a pretty. The card. If you've seen the card, like the card was a good, put together card. But that was like one of their last big events ever. Because like I said, when you put that much money into events, it's hard to get that money back on the back end. But anyway, Surf showed up, and if you know Surf, any league other than URL, shit, she was barely giving URL. There was a time he was barely giving URL day work. So he shows up for these other leagues. He's not showing up with nothing. He's gonna write his material on the way to the airport. He might write his shit in the venue, and it's gonna sound just like that. So Verb mopped the floor with him, and Verb beating you is something that he's never gonna let you forget. You know what I'm saying? And as he shouldn't. So whenever you guys start talking reckless or start sending jibber jabs back and forth, he's gonna let you know, like, I destroyed you the last time we battled. Sue Surf makes video clips, you know what I'm saying, about about Verb, and he's talking heavy because Sue Surf just battled Calico on UW. Calico got that battle, you know what I'm saying? But he battled him again on URL where it counts, and he beat him. So he's looking at it like, he even dissed Cal, like, on your way back to RBE. Now, that is funny, because that dude really looks like Cal.
Jiggadale. Hit him.
I don't even know where he got Calico's doppelganger from, but he looks just like Cal. But anyway, so they get to going back and forth. And it's been happening for a couple days. I just decided to blog on it today. Sue Surf tweets, I ain't even got to at niggas. Tell Verb I said January or nothing. All these little anime clips and if it ain't URL, it don't count. Basically invalidating the battle that Verb had already won. But that's how he views things. That's everybody doesn't look at it like that. But a lot of people do. Like, if it ain't on URL, it doesn't matter. But Verb responds and says, put some bass in your voice, youngin'. You talking to men now. Eyes up, little nigga. Tell URL to send the flight confirmation. We do the paperwork on the body later. Verb then went on to say, once this Surf vs. Verb 2 get locked in, I'm going to promo that nigga to the floor. Now, Surf fans, y'all sure y'all want to risk it? He saw me once. I'm going to clean out my division so easy. Surf, Sirius, Easy, Av, Reed, and whoever else wants the smoke will get cleared. I will say this about Verb. He just battled Head Ice 3-0. And when he's in his bag and when he's focused, I've seen Verb do some good work. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not gonna take nothing from him. But I've seen him have some battles where it leaves a lot to be desired. Like him versus Miss Hustle, him versus Tay Rock. Those just was not good battles. Now I don't know if it was because he was in them smaller rooms, but I've seen him do, I'm saying a small room volume control setting, but I've seen him do good in small rooms, like him versus Twerk. He did good in that battle, you know what I mean? And he had other battles in them smaller rooms that he did his thing in. So I'm not going to discount or take anything away from him. I'm just calling it like I call it. Like, this is legit. Like, battle win, battle loss. Battle win, battle loss. If you won, you won. If you didn't win, you didn't win. Like, we can't make it something that it's not. But would we like to, or would I like to see him versus Surf again? Of course. Yeah, because like I said, when Verb wants to, or when he's in his bag, or when he's showing up, he's still a legendary MC. Like, you can't discount that or devalue that in any way. And I know I seen a video clip where he was talking about how people discount K-Shine when K-Shine been doing this for 10, 15 years to a new guy who y'all just saw for the last 13, 14, 15 months. The reason why that happens is because the hungry. Like, niggas is hungry. Like, these new niggas, they are hungry. I was talking about y'all about the prices of battles, the inflation, and how things happen. When these new guys come in, a lot of them, some of them, when they start battling, they battling for free. They battling for $1,000, $1,500, $750 on the deposit, $750 on the return. That's not no money. They see a lot of y'all dudes getting 6 figures, not 6. Well, some getting 6 figures, you know, but some getting 5 figures and 20s and 10s and 15s. You think they're not looking at that? They performing on the same stage as you performing on. You know, what would X said, rest in peace? I've been eating long enough now. Stop being greedy. Let's keep it real, partner. Give to the needy. You know what I'm saying? They're going to fuck around and snatch your plate. That's the reason why they be like, F the vets. That's the reason why they be like, you know, we taking y'all spots. They want to eat. They want to eat. First it's a knock at the door. Then it's a bang at the door. After that, they kicking the door off the hinges. The new niggas are cheaper to book. You take that 20 piece that you was giving whoever, you could break that shit down amongst 4 or 5 of these new niggas. You know? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. You get 5 of them for the same price. Why wouldn't they? So that's the reason why you see these niggas on every card. They're getting promoted so hard. The music is getting promoted. They're getting tweets. They're getting their Instagram. They're getting them together and they building them up like Build-A-Bears. So you could believe that these guys are taking over. It's because it's the price. Like you can book 4 of them for the price that you pays to book 1. Don't let them even sound a little bit alike, but don't make them even do some of the same moves that the person does. Oh shit, we in the money now. We just gotta groom this nigga up and he gonna be the new you. That's what I'm saying. But Verb definitely being on social media and having a social media presence is important. I know he does the joints where we talk about the women and all of that shit like that. And that's cool. And he does music too. He's got albums coming out soon. And that's another thing. His music is very good. Like Verb is one of the better music battle rappers. I will say that. His presence, having a presence, and him being around on social media is important. Sue Surf is Sue Surf. He's gonna do what he does. If he battles against Twerk, and if he 3-0s Twerk, which ain't easy to do. A lot of niggas can't say they've done that. If he 3-0s him, it's gonna be different because you're never gonna get him to stop talking. Like he don't stop talking now. Like he talks heavy. If you get him a 3-0, nah, you're not gonna be able to get him off that high horse. That shit gonna be like Pegasus flying through the sky. You're not gonna be able to get him off. But other than that, salute to every single one of y'all. Rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. I seen the news. Demaryius Thomas, former Denver Broncos wide receiver, one of Peyton Manning's targets. He caught that pass that Tim Tebow threw against the Pittsburgh Steelers that he basically ran off and won the playoff game. He probably would still be running right now. We hit my man Taylor hit him with the stiff arm and was going down the sideline in that playoff game. That pretty much cemented Tebow's legacy if there was one to be cemented in the NFL. But 33 years old, he had been through a lot too because his mom had got her sentence commuted by it's the end of the battle rap shit if you was here for battle rap. But his mom was doing 15 of a 20-year sentence for drug sales, and she was pardoned by Barack Obama. And his grandmother was doing a life sentence for distributing crack. These niggas was hustling. This nigga came from the trap, the grinders. Moms was doing time. Grandma was doing time for selling crack. Sheesh. Grandma was doing time for selling crack. She was doing a life sentence. Barack Obama commuted her sentence too. So he had been through a lot. He had played with Denver for like a bunch of seasons. He won the Super Bowl with them. And then, after his Denver years, he kind of like fizzled out. He was last with the New York Jets, and it didn't really pan out. He was getting older, and then he kind of like retired. And you hadn't really heard much from, because Demaryius Thomas was kind of like a private person, but he wasn't like a hermit. You know what I'm saying? So like when he went into his you really didn't hear much from him, and he was a very, very good receiver. In his days with Peyton Manning, he definitely became a prime target, a number 1 receiver, and he played very well under that system that was ran in Denver. But it's sad to hear. 33 years old, very young, and it's a sad story. But rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. Salute to every single one of y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. Salute to BLSC Collection XXX.